Welcome to the University of Toronto, Faculty of Forestry, Master of Forest Conservation Program ViewBook. Do you believe in change? Would you like to make this world a better place for everyone? Wouldn't it be nice if we could hand over our natural resources in a healthy state to future generations? Do you want to play a leading role in this process of change? Are you looking for a challenging and satisfying career? A career in the world of environmentalism and globalization? Consider joining the Master of Forest Conservation. Master of Forest Conservation, a new way to think about forests and forestry. Forest conservation, managing today, conserving for tomorrow, saving species and managing forests with ethical, social, and environmental responsibility. Faculty of Forestry, University of Toronto. 1 century of leading forestry education. And unique degree program, preparing students for the evolving and complex challenges of resource conservation in the 21st century. Integrating knowledge and expertise drawn from both the natural and social sciences. Applying academic knowledge in order to solve practical management problems. Exposing students to recent technical, institutional and managerial innovations. Fostering competence in decision-making and conflict resolution. Promoting leadership ability and the capacity to function effectively in multidisciplinary teams. Developing effectiveness in both oral and written communication. Program features: an intensive 16-month program, practical training, knowledge integration, and leadership development. Design your own path. Program structure: 15 half courses. A core of 10 integrated half courses includes Biodiversity Field Camp in Central Ontario, an International Field Camp course, 3 elective courses in any graduate division of the University of Toronto, an internship in forest conservation or environmental projects, assisted by the faculty's academic staff, a research paper, the final formal requirement of the program on resource and/or environmental conservation, oral defense presented to faculty staff, students and invited guests. Biodiversity Field Camp. 9 intensive days at Alberton Forest and Wildlife Reserve at the beginning of the first term. Introduction to forest organisms, systematics, identification and classification, structure and function, in relation to the forest environment, in an evolutionary context. International Field Camp. 2 intensive weeks at international field stations. Practical application of theory in forest conservation projects. Group research and cooperation with local scientists, industry, research institutes, and non-government organizations. A remarkable internship. Practice forest conservation in a high-tech lab, outside in the great outdoors, inside a political bureau, or anywhere in between. Gain work experience in a conservation project in Canada, or overseas. 2 to 3 months in the summer term. The internship project may provide the basis for the research paper. Customize your program. The program offers flexibility to match your area of interest. Students can design their program according to their interest in different areas of conservation. Students can select 3 electives courses, an organization for their internship, a topic for a final research paper. A faculty mentor, the MFC coordinator and course instructors will assist each student with identification of an area of interest, which can include biomaterial and bioenergy, conservation biology, fire, human dimension of conservation, urban forest conservation, forest health and protection, tropical forest conservation, and environmental conservation. Learning and transforming. An innovative approach to prepare successful professionals. Small and diverse classes. Friendly and supportive academic environment. Careers of MFC alumni. 3% are working in federal government, 30% are working in provincial or state government, 10% are working in municipal government, 13% are working in non-governmental organizations, 10% are in university or college, 3% are working in industry, 10% are working in consulting, 3% are self-employed, 17% are working in other sector. Now, Let's hear what our former students think about the program. Scott Jackson, MFC class of 98. Prior education, BSc. Environmental Biology, Queen's University, Canada. International Field Camp, Mexico. Internship, Lake Abitibi Model Forest, Ontario, Canada. Current position, Manager, Forest Policy, Ontario Forest Industries Association, OFIA, Toronto, Canada. With the MFC program, I was able to pick the direction I wanted to go in with the support of a world-class faculty and their extensive knowledge base. Although the program was structured, it was also flexible. This was due to the fact that faculty was accessible and they, staff, found out what you wanted and let you develop that freely. You get out of this program what you put in. Ross Han Cook, MFC class of 98. Prior education, Environmental Science and Political Science, Wordsworth College, Toronto. Prior experience, Social Ecologist, Canada and Sri Lanka. International Field Camp, Mexico. Internship, Society for Promotion of Wasteland Development, New Delhi, India. Current position, Program Coordinator, Asia and Pacific, Global Mechanism of the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, GMUNCCT, Rome, Italy. The uniqueness of the MFC program is that we applied a diverse array of analytical tools to understand real-life resource use conflicts. The internship in India informed me of the key elements national policies should have for advancing positive actions on the ground. This knowledge serves me well in my current work, where I provide guidance to national governments on implementing policy guidance emanating from the international treaty process of the UNCCT. Tolman Yeager, MFC class of 1. Prior education, Master's Diploma in Forestry, University of Freiburg, Germany. Previous experience, consultant with German Technical Cooperation, GTZ, and non-governmental organizations in Latin America, Central African Republic, Canada and Portugal. International Field Camp, Sweden. Internship, Wukeshan and Wenling Nature Reserves, Hainan Island, People's Republic of China. Work experience after MFC, 2001, 2004 Man and the Biosphere, MAB program in World Heritage Center, UNESCO, France and Uruguay. Current position, Project Manager, GTZ-funded program on conservation and sustainable management of natural resources in Mongolia. The MFC program taught me a different approach to studying, involving group work and presenting our findings. We were constantly being challenged. The work was intense and having the ability to discuss issues with other students and the faculty was helpful. The small group size was ideal for this type of interaction. The feedback from and the commitment by the faculty for all our work was invaluable. We learned both the soft skills and the technical information, which are the foundation of my daily work today. Krista Scott, MFC class of 7. Prior education, B.Sc. Biology and Anthropology, McGill University, Montreal. Prior experience, Executive Director of CP8WS Manitoba, Canadian Parks and Wilderness Society. International Field Camp, Germany and Switzerland. Internship, Taku River Tlingit First Nation, British Columbia. Current position, Research Associate Center for Indigenous Environmental Resources, CIER, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Highlights of the MFC program included the collaborative relationships among my classmates and learning from the diversity of experiences that people bring to the program. The MFC program was great at providing a holistic foundation in forest conservation, while at the same time providing the flexibility to tailor the program to suit my personal interests and career goals. Professors of the faculty were very supportive and provided an interactive and challenging learning environment. Get into this exciting program. Start your journey. Apply for admission by April 30th. Plan your route. Select your elective courses and choose an exciting internship. Faculty admission fellowships and in-course awards are available on a competitive basis. Find more at www.forestry.uterontu.ca/gratinfo/mfcdegre.html.